أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Dear viewers, today we will have an overview of Surah 54 Al-Qamar, meaning the moon. Let us start our study of the surah with its introduction. It is at serial number 54 in the compilation of Holy Quran and has 55 verses. The surah talks about the approaching day of judgment. It describes some of the scenes of that day. It also tells us that Allah's judgment may come here and now. There are references to the flood that came at the time of Prophet Nuh alayhi salam, the punishment of the people of Ad, Thamud, people of Prophet Lut, the Pharaoh and his people. It ends with the good news for the believers who will be near their Lord in the gardens of bliss. The surah talks about the day of judgment is near, references to Prophet Nuh and to the tribe of Ad, references to the Samud tribe, Prophet Lut and his people, Pharaoh and his arrogance. The opponents in Mecca are told whether they think they are better or more powerful than those nations. The wrongdoer did suffer the consequences of their evil deeds. How the surah was named. This surah takes its name from the first verse. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم اقتربت الساعة وانشق القمر. The hour has come near and the moon has split in two. Surah Al-Qamar is in the 27th juz and the word Qamar moon appears in the Quran 27 times. An interesting observation is that the moon orbits the earth every 27 days. It implies that it is a surah in which the word Al-Qamar has occurred. Connection of the name of the surah and its ayat. The surah revolves around the signs of Allah and those who belie and deny them. From amongst the polytheists, the splitting of Qamar moon is amongst the great signs shown by God to the people of Makkah, which they still resulted on them continuing their disbelief. Connection between the beginning and the ending of the surah. The hour. اقتربت الساعة وانشق القمر. The hour has come near and the moon has split into two. Connection of the surah to the surah before and after it. The previous surah An-Najm, the star, and this surah Al-Qamar, the moon, both are named after heavenly bodies. There are 55 ayat in Surah Al-Qamar. Surah Ar-Rahman is the surah number 55. Surah Al-Qamar ends with mentioning that the believers will be with the king. Surah Ar-Rahman begins with who this king is. He is Ar-Rahman, the most merciful. في مقعد صدق عند مليك مقتدر. In a seat of truth, that is paradise, near the omnipotent King Allah, the all blessed, the most high, the honor of majesty and honor. Both Surah Al-Qamar and Ar-Rahman end with the mention of paradise. بل الساعة موعدهم والساعة أدهى وأمر. But the hour is their appointment for due punishment, and the hour is more disastrous and more bitter. Lesson, guidance, major issues, reflections mentioned in the surah. The day of judgment is drawing near, yet the unbelievers are not paying heed to the sign of Allah. We have made the Quran easy to understand. The admonition, so is there any who would take the admonition, the story of Thamud and Lut, who called their prophet liar, to show how terrible was Allah's courage and how clear was his warning. Allah Almighty repeats the following verse four times in this surah. وَلَقَدْ يَسَّرْنَا الْقُرْآنَ لِلذِّكْرِ فَهَلْ مِن مُدَّكِرٍ. And we have certainly made the Quran easy for remembrance. So, is there any who will remember? People of Pharaoh were seized for disbelieving Allah's warning. The same warning has come to you. Will you not take admonition? The dua is the greatest weapon in the possession of the believer. As the Prophet Noah prayed, فَدَعَا رَبَّهُ أَنِّي مَغْلُوبٌ فَانْتَصِرْ. So he invoked his Lord, indeed I am overpowered, so help. Viewers, we take a break here and we will come up in the next episode with period of revelation and the topic discussed in the surah, inshallah. Keep watching JemeilTv. If you like, please subscribe it.